Has to fix the
Hey everybody,
straggle hair.
getting started a little bit early here. Just wanted to give you guys a chance to get signed in and check it out. If you guys have any questions, let me know, or ask Sharon if you got any questions for her.
Do you notice that in the morning at 7 a.m. it's still so dark in that outside?
Yeah, when's daylight savings time? Part of November.
I don't know, but like I said, I was up this morning and I kind of wanted to go to the storage unit, and I was like, it's just pitch black outside, so I waited.
Well, he doesn't open up over there till about a quarter after. Hey, look, it's Donna. Oh my goodness.
Well, it was
Jerry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Donna, your shoes are on the way to your house. I did, and I wrote you a note too, so I did know that the shoes were going to you. Thank you.
Sunday, November 3rd.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Hi, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry, and thank you, Jerry, for the nice coffee. I really appreciate that, and I wrote you a quick note back as well. And
make sure you guys take the poll. There's a poll.
Yeah, Carl.
Should Sharon carry an IKEA bag when she shops?
Carl's trying to poke the bear today, so yeah. You have those moments, and I know Jerry understands, because Jerry and I are kind of close in age, and when you think I'm getting too old for this crap. Well, that's one of those. It's been one of those days where it's like I'm getting too old for this crap. But it just happens.
Nope.
So some things happen, and I got a surprise in the mail today, and we'll show you guys that a little bit later. Carl was having fun again, so we'll show you what he picked up for
Lori.
me.
How are you? I put some links up there in the comments for you guys. One's to the Short Girl Flipper channel, so if you guys want to go over there and check that out, we haven't been filming everything that we've shipped out because there's just not enough time. We got too much. We shipped out 50 plus items yesterday alone, so there's just not enough time for that. And then the other one is part of in the description. There's a thing called Buy Me a Coffee, and we're not asking anybody to do it. We're just letting you know what it is, because Jerry, Country Creek Boutique, Indiana, right there, she did buy Sharon a coffee today. So basically all it is it's just a way to support the channel. You can go on there and like donate $5 or something like that, or whatever it is, and then they just say, oh, here, it's a buy me a coffee,
and we are not donating, or we are not soliciting at all. So
no, not at all.
This is a surprise to me. It's nothing we expect, nothing like that. So it was just cute that Jerry, that someone had done that for me, and I appreciate that. It was just a really nice gesture.
And then the other link is to the eBay store. So if you want to check out what's been listed in there, Sharon did a bunch of listing today.
Yeah.
And if you hear
Otis, yeah, it's not Sharon panting in the background. It's Otis. He just until he falls asleep.
Jerry said, I did it because I wanted to. Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
So yeah, we hope everybody is doing good. We've been so stinking busy.
Yeah. Carl pretty much took over all of the shipping yesterday. He was out there for probably 3 to 4 hours doing shipping. I had bought so much over the weekend that I sat there and listed, and he just did all the shit. I mean, every once in a while I'd go out there and make sure he was still alive. But and it took us so Monday, the postal place was open, even though there was technically no mail because the post office was closed. Our postal place was open. So we took 4 tubs over on Monday to the postal place. I had 2 more at the house that the mail guy picked up, and I took one over this morning to the postal place. And that was basically, I think it was from like Saturday morning, because I sent everything out on Saturday that needed to go out. So that was from like Saturday at noon until Monday morning. I mean, it was a lot.
So
Yeah.
from Friday through Monday, we had 60 orders, and some of those orders were multiple pieces. Like
Yeah.
one person bought 11 things from us all at once.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had so much, um, you know,
Yeah.
it was just it was ridiculous. I mean, with her little cash register on her phone just kept going ding ding ding. So it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is a good, it is a good problem because this is my, so-called job now. And, this is what I do. And I do it, pretty much 7 days a week, here and there, maybe only some days only like a couple hours, but most days,
Well, we
more
figured it
than
out
that.
on average. We think Sharon probably works about 20 hours a week, so not like a full time job.
Yeah, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are usually my busiest time, and then during the week, it's a little bit easier because I'm, mainly either shipping or listing or shopping, but I don't have to do all three on one day. So sometimes I
So
spread that out.
so if you guys have any questions, just throw them
Yeah,
out there, and we'll try and answer them.
yeah,
We are winding down on our yard sailing season here. I figure we got about another 30 days,
yeah. Probably,
maybe,
probably a good month.
maybe, just
Yeah.
depends. So we're gonna have to go back to the Goodwill videos, which I know a lot of people don't really care for,
Oh, I don't want to do it either, but
but we're kind of lucky that at least our Goodwill is nice here.
oh, actually, we're getting
So
two. There's going to be a second one. I heard we're getting two of them now.
Jerry says, I'm about to have you send me that jacket you got on.
Oh, you know what? It's funny because if you guys could see behind me, this is the room upstairs where I have my overstock, my winter clothes. So in the closet back there is where I have a bunch of my like jackets and stuff that I don't have in my regular closet. Because at one point Carl and I were upstairs. Carl's mom lived with us for a little while. And so she had to go take the downstairs bedroom, which had our big closet. So when we moved upstairs, we moved to a small closet, and so my overflow was in this closet. So I still have to run up here to get the rest of my stuff when I need it, especially now that it's getting cold. I can tell you that I apologize now if you get any Darth Vader videos coming your way, because the last couple of mornings that we went out, it was in the 40s, and it's really starting to get cold. And the days are beautiful, but when you get up early and you're out at sales, it's been in the 40s, and I have the defrosters on the car and the seat warmers on the car. So yeah,
Heater in the morning, air conditioning in the afternoon.
yeah, and it's gonna get colder here. I mean, I'm grateful that it's got a little bit cooler. Carl and I did decorate the outside of the house for Halloween already. So we've got all our pumpkins and hay bales and stuff like that out there. So that's already done. Which is good. I felt like we were ahead of the schedule this year, which was kind of nice. And then
Lori says she has awful Goodwills where she's at in the Salvation Army. Prices Wrangler jeans for the same price as Walmart. Yep, that's just the way it goes.
well, there's also the opportunity, if you have that opportunity, to travel to another area and go to, because even I do that. There's areas that I like in Pennsylvania. There's areas that I like up in Richmond, where we will go to other areas, to find goods and stuff like that. And it is fun. I know not everybody can just pick up and go, and things are gas is expensive and all that. um but when you do this as a job or as your full-time income, you do stretch out and go a little bit farther. I do.
Just show them your present.
Oh, so Carl likes to, I am my sense of humor, I am very literal. Carl is a jokester. He loves to get my goat, as you put it. So he bought me something, and he told me there was a surprise coming, and I thought, oh no, what did he do? So I'm on the front porch today, and it's from the DMV, and I pick it up, and it's license plates, and I'm like, Carl, did we get license plates? And the whole time I'm thinking, oh no, he bought something. That whole array of fear through my head, thinking he bought something, and then he's going to show up in the driveway. But he actually bought me a present, and so now there is no mistaking. But yeah, I am now official. A license plate on my car, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yep, he got me personalized license plates. So he'll go out and at some point put those on the car. That's me. That's me. So he will put those on my car at some point, and I guess everybody will know. And he does have some polls for you guys in the I guess in the comment section. Is that where those show up?
Well,
Or
it just shows up as a poll, yeah. So far 7 people have voted, and it's 100% yes. You should carry a IKEA bag.
I know.
Now the next poll is going to be: will Sharon remember to carry the IKEA bag?
Yeah.
And it'll be 1,000% no.
You have no idea. I mean, but it's I mean, I forget it. It's funny. We got out of a sale the other day, and I said to Carl, I said, I don't think I even brought my phone in. I mean, I'm barely getting out of the car, making sure my wallet's in my pocket. So, some some days it's better. It's better than others. When you're, I'm so excited on Friday and Saturday mornings. I mean, we get up early anyway, but I'm literally like out the door at 6 something, hitting the bank, hitting Starbucks, making sure the windows are defrosted and clean. It's so funny because it's only on Fridays and Saturdays where I'm like that.
Donna says she keeps all of her bags in her trunk. So does Sharon.
But then we take Carl's car. So
well, I got a bunch in my truck too, but we just never take them in. I guess when there's 2 of us, I'm always basically the runner. I'm taking because I'm not buying stuff, but she's the one doing all the shopping. So I just grab handfuls of stuff and tote it back to the truck when she pays for it.
Well, like the video estate sales too. Sometimes they don't let you.
Yeah, and we got a video coming out after midnight tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
And it's going to be pretty good. And this is a classic example of it. We went to some yard sales this weekend, and
the
very first one we went to. Well, we were actually on our way to one.
We were on our way to a different one.
Yeah, one that was advertised on the app, and we saw this sign, and I'm like, well, let's go check it out. So we whipped around and we went over there, and she spent like $150 there. I carried probably 3 loads of stuff out to the car. It was just tons of clothes and shoes and everything you could possibly think of. Just they had.
Yeah, it wasn't advertised. It was a complete. I mean, literally, we never would have known it was there. We were going to another sale and just happened to pass by and saw a sign, and
she actually ended up going back later. She dropped me off so I could do some stuff.
There will be a part 2 of that sale.
Yeah, Otis was with us too, so he just couldn't take it anymore, so we had to take him home. And then so Sharon decided she was going to go back out and do some other things, and she went back to there and got some more stuff.
Okay, sorry. I heard my ringer go off. Yeah, I did end up going back there because he had said that he was still bringing stuff out of storage units and garage, and his prices were great. I mean, I can't complain. I really bought a lot though. Not a ton of negotiation. It was just not necessary. He really was ready to get rid of a lot of stuff. And I can tell you this young man, he bought nice stuff, nice shoes, nice jackets. So, and I don't always enjoy doing clothes, but I know when I'm paying $3 a jacket and I'm buying North Face that I'm probably going to do okay. So that was good. And I think I've already made my money back from that sale, and it's only Tuesday because a few pairs of the shoes have already gone out.
They sold within like 10 minutes of her listing.
And that Michael Kors backpack, the electric blue one, it was in great shape. That one went out the door too. So
she's made all of her money back.
Yeah, so I made my money back basically. Yeah, so from Saturday till yesterday, I had made my money back on that sale, and I'm still posting things from that sale because I had to clean jackets and stuff like that. I felt like he was the type of person that wore things once, didn't wash them, just put them away, and then basically sold them to me. So it seemed like almost everything he had was like that. So I washed all the jackets. I barely had to clean. This time I really didn't have to clean shoes because his shoes were already in such good shape. But I did clean all the jackets just to make sure that they were good. And I went through the pockets and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a good sale. Overall, I would say Saturday was um a lot of fun. The car was filled pretty quickly in the morning on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that first sale.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 7:30 yet, and we were already had the back of the truck filled.
Yeah, and we hit a few more sales and picked up some nice stuff, and we have a huge community sale this weekend too. So
Donna, you're like me. She knows. Donna says you know what to look for, and you're so good at it. I know a whole lot about nothing, but I try. I'm the same way, and that's what we tell people. You got to have, if you're gonna do this and do it to make any type of money, you got to have something that you're good at. Clothes, shoes, electronics, whatever it
mhm,
is. You got to be good at something. And then when you go there, you'll find what you're looking for, and you'll know if it's good or not.
mhm.
You can watch a million YouTubers and watch what they do, but if you go to try to buy something at a yard sale, Sharon knows when things are like real or not. So she has a really good intuition for that. And it's not just about looking at it and looking at the label. There's other factors that go into it. She knows like the feel of it, and if it's heavy enough, and if it's what's the stitching like. And so there's all these different things that are going through her brain, which is probably why most of the time her camera's like going all crazy. And I know you guys hate that, but it's just what it is. So
Yeah.
she's there for the sale, and she forgets that the video is for you guys. So
If you also too, and when you
just
watch
how
my
it
videos,
goes.
this is something that will probably make sense to some of you. If you see me at a sale and I pick up a purse and I look at it and it looks like it's a nice purse and it's a name brand purse and the price is really good and I put it back down, there's a good chance it's not real. And there's a good chance I don't want to say out loud it's not real. But the minute that occurs, and I've had it happen several times where they've had a table full of nice purses, and I'll pick one up, I'll look at it, they tell me the price, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'm kind of looking through the purse, I'm like, oh darn it, this is fake. Well, I'm sorry, but I usually won't buy because the minute I know it's fake, I usually will assume the rest of the table is possibly a fake as well, especially if it's too good to be true.
And
So
you can't sell that stuff on eBay,
right,
even if you disclose
right.
that it's fake.
Hmm.
So
So yeah, if you see me put down something that you think, why didn't she pick that up? Or you missed it, or like someone commented in one of the videos like a week or so ago that how come you didn't grab that Jim Shore ornament? Well, you guys couldn't see that he had a $15 price tag on that little Jim Shore ornament. So sometimes, like I said, if you see me put something back down, there's probably a reason. And sometimes keep in mind, like if the person is standing there like, I don't want to say anything, I just
so Jerry
don't
says
say
up
anything.
there in the link where it says Soup's Treasures, is that your normal eBay store or a second one? So
Originally it was
that
car,
was
yeah,
that was my eBay store.
originally.
And when Sharon took it over, she can put her title on it, but it won't let you change the name of the store. The only way to do that is to close down that store and then open up a new store. Well,
You
we had
lose all your
already,
feedback
yeah,
that way.
we had already had. I mean, I had 20 plus years of feedback and customers and stuff on there, so it wasn't
Yeah.
worth it for us to do that. So that's why it says Soup's Treasures.
Yeah, it was annoying to us too. But then, like I said, once you already have an established seller feedback and it's good, it's a lot easier to do your eBay store because they give you more leniency if you're established.
Donna says she does better at estate sales than yard sales in her area.
Yeah. The funny thing is I look at the estate sale places and I look at them within like uh, a 60, 100 mile radius. Cause I've gone to estate sales where it's like, I know what there is, or I know what's going to be there. And
One person voted no.
See, they're just like, I'm going to go against that Carl. I'm going against that Carl. But
no, they're like, no, there's no point in voting yes because we know she won't carry that bag.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, I know, I get the same things over and over. People like to.
Oh, cool. Jerry follows the eBay store. So about once a week, Jerry, do you get notifications when she posts new items? Because I do. I think you have to go into eBay. There's a section in there where you can turn that on, and it doesn't happen every time she posts something. It usually like gives you a week, and then it'll pop up and say, "Oh, one of your favorite sellers posted some stuff." So
I don't see how any of that side work. Carl is more involved in that side. You know, I don't. I basically I list like a crazy person at this time of year. So I mean, I would say my listing room is has the most amount of stuff in it that it's had in a very long time, just waiting for me to get it listed and get it out. And I spent some time today distributing all of my tubs into numbered tubs and then moved them so we can move them to the storage unit. So that takes time too, is putting the numbers on the items so that they can move out of my storage room.
Jerry says, yes, she follows and she loves that. She told her husband this remodel needs to be done yesterday because she needs to shop. Donna follows her store too and gets notifications every time telling me how many items she's listed. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have known any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any of that side. And it's funny, a lot of you may not realize also too, is that when I sit down at my computer in my listing room, I get like all of the information. But if I'm looking at my phone does not give me all of the information that my that my tabletop computer does. So, sometimes Carl will say something to me like, did you know this or did you know that? If I was looking at my phone, no, that information isn't on my eBay on my phone. So I have kind of figured that if there's certain information that I need to go over to my tabletop computer.
Yeah, the apps on the phone are limited with what they do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, the videos are the channel's growing again, which is really good. I'm starting to see like better numbers and all that. So my RPM's going up, which is really nice. And so now we've been doing this about a year and I guess 3 months. So it's interesting. And then I was like looking back 2 months. I was looking back and I was like, oh my gosh, we've done a lot of videos. I mean, you don't realize how quickly it goes. It's even I hadn't noticed until I went back and archived and kind of looked at some of the older videos and I was like, ooh, that's a lot of videos. So, we do try to get our videos out every 3 days. Carl, I think has done the last 2 videos. I did the couple before that. So I did learn how to do my videos. So I am progressing. Mine aren't as polished as Carl's are, but I did do a few of my own videos when he was gone. So it's good that I'm able to do a video if he's not around. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, I'm not real quick to want to learn the computer stuff, as most of you have figured out. So, and Carl's reading the comments like when you say stuff because I'm not wearing my glasses, so it's hard for me to see what all of that says.
And Otis is here. That's the noise you hear in the background.
That's my Otis.
He's down there making all kinds of racket.
Yeah, you'll get Otis has a cameo in the next video. He went with us garage sailing on Saturday, so the Otis cameo will come in the video.
Jerry says, I go back and watch your beginning videos also. Keeps your algorithm going. Oh, thanks. We didn't know that.
Yeah, I am in the habit now of as soon as Carl tells me that he's put the video together, I go and I watch it even before you guys get to see it. I watch it from start to finish to make sure there's nothing like I forgot or didn't tell him about. So we kind of do that, and then we run the copyrights for music and all that stuff. And So I try to. It's funny because just a week or so ago, I was at a garage sale, and when you're at garage sales, I usually don't have to think about copyrights because there's no, it's not like a Goodwill where there's music playing in the background. Well, I walked up to the garage and she had the music like loud, and I was like, and you'll hear me on the video go, "Oh, music," and I turned the camera off because I knew the minute that music hit my camera that it was going to copyright it, and then Carl was going to have to, take all that out. So I was like, you know what? I just turned the camera off real quick. So in case you're wondering about my craziness, that's what happened.
Yeah, sometimes there's big chunks of the video from Goodwill that we have to just delete because, well, I guess Sharon could do voiceovers, but she doesn't have time for that. So, hey, Sarah, hi kids, finally crossed HRBT and made it alive. Oh my God. Oh, I hate the HRBT. For those of you that don't know what the HRBT, it's the Hampton Roads Bridge and Tunnel, and it is the worst probably stretch of 3 or 4 miles of road around because there's like 2 lanes and 50 bazillion cars all trying to go in the lanes. It's terrible.
And what that means is if you okay, let me how I say it. If you don't live on the East Coast and these are not prevalent in other parts of America, but that tunnel goes underwater for a stretch. So it's 2 lanes going in on one side, and then there's another tunnel on the other that's 2 lanes coming out. So in order to get to where, Carl has to go, or when you want to cross over to like Virginia Beach, the other side, you go into the tunnel and it goes underwater. And then how long is that tunnel? Like a mile or something, mile and a half or something. And then,
yeah, it's probably about a mile.
And then you come back out the other side. So if somebody goes in there and they mess up or panic or something like that, you're going to be blocked up and sitting forever. So,
or if a car breaks down or runs out of gas or whatever, you're stuck.
Yeah.
There is nowhere to go. Absolutely. You cannot you're literally on a bridge over the water, 2 lanes for about 2 miles till you hit the tunnel. And then another probably mile or two after the tunnel, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You're just stuck. So it sucks.
Yeah. So if you ever had that experience, it's kind of surreal to know that you're going under the water, but yeah.
Yeah, you look forward to the days that it's only backed up 2 miles before the tunnel.
I don't go down that. I don't go down that far often.
Sarah says, Sharon, our friends from Smithfield sale, Johnny have another one listed. Just an FYI.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Perfect. Okay, I will go and I will check for that. I love that. That's very cool. Thank you. But yeah, I think it's her. When did I listen? Okay. I was trying to see if it was the lady who ran that estate sale, really nice girl. So I was trying to see if you had mentioned her name in there because for some reason I cannot remember her name. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll have to go and look. I wonder is that one going to be in Smithfield also? I'll have to go and check. I actually, the first time I met that woman in Smithfield or the second time I met her, I had actually met her in Williamsburg because they had another sale, and it was a while back in Williamsburg. And I remember we walked in the house and it was super hot in there because they had a nest system, and the son lived in another state and had turned off all of the air conditioning. So I remember being at that sale and I go, I think we met at that sale and the house was super hot. And she's like, yes, it was.
So Jerry says, what is a super chat on your channel? That's probably a crazy question, but I just learned how to see all comments about 3 minutes ago. So I think a super chat is, if you look in the chat down by the chat box, there's one that says there's a little smiley face and it says you can add emotes, which obviously you guys are doing. And then right next to it, there's like one with like a little dollar sign. And if you click on that, there's super stickers. So you can do like animated GIFs or GIFs or however you say them. And they cost you money. I mean, we're not asking anybody to do this. I'm just telling you what it is.
Yeah, please don't waste your money on that.
Yeah, so you could put like a little thing on there, but that money goes to Sharon's channel. So it's kind of like just another way to support the channel. Well, the other one is a super chat. It says make your message stand out, and you can put in like $2. I think is what it is the lowest one that you can go, and you send a super chat, and then when you're looking in the chats, when we see the chat, it'll probably like highlight it or do something different to it. I don't know. That's what it does. I've seen people do that before on in other chat rooms.
Yeah, don't spend your money. Don't
Sarah
spend your
says
money
it's
on
in
that.
Hampton.
Okay, thank you. I'll go ahead and I'll look later for that because I haven't
Her name is Jill.
Thank you. Thank you. That's okay, good. I have not looked at estate sales yet for this week. I barely got through, all my stuff I had to do today. So I will probably tonight or tomorrow morning look at estate sales for the rest of the week. Start planning out the Friday and the Saturday to see where I want to go.
We actually did go estate sailing on Sunday, and
Yeah.
I took my camera too, so you'll have some Carl.
Yeah,
cam.
you'll have some Carl video.
It wasn't anything crazy that. So I mean, I don't even think I think I bought one thing, but it's kind of a different perspective.
Yeah, it was actually it was
higher up.
Yeah, well, shut up, Carl. It is I think that was a revisit too because I had gone to that estate sale I think on day one, and then Carl and I went back the 50% off day, and I bought a beautiful shawl. I bought a beautiful shawl on the first day. I'm gonna take it to the cleaners because it has a little spot on it. I'm hoping that they can get it out. But yeah, we didn't buy a ton of stuff on the 50% off day. There just wasn't all that much. But if you saw on the first day, I tried on the moonstone ring, and I decided I didn't want to spend the $60 for it on the first day. Well, I went back on the 50% off day and it was still there. And I was surprised when I looked in the case and I said, that moon ring is still there? And she's like, yeah. And I go, can I see it? And she handed it to me and I put it on. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking that. So I did end up buying the moonstone ring for myself. And I have a feeling that's just gonna be one of those things that I keep because like I love those type of things, like things that change color and are yeah, I'm kind of a dork, but
Donna
I do like those things.
Donna says there's so many ads popping up. Sorry, we don't control that. That's YouTube. We try to put it at the, I guess you can, there's like a little slider that you can put on there, and we just leave it in the middle wherever we don't try to do more or less. We just leave it alone. So apologize. Hopefully you can skip through most of them. Lisa said, I'm curious to know your thoughts on paying the additional transaction fee to have eBay promote your listing. Do you feel it's worth it?
Oh, okay. Yes. I am tried and tested on this. So I'm giving you my honest, semi-professional wisdom. I promote all of my listings at 5%. I'm not paying them 12%. I'm not giving them 10%
or their one where it automatically does it for you.
No, I do all of my listings at 5%. It does help. I can see when my items are bought off of promoted listings, and it happens quite frequently.
So there's
it does drive people to your store.
Yes.
So yes, I am.
But there's two parts. But there's two parts to that, Lisa. So one of them is you can put your item up for, and you can do the percentage of the promoted listing. But if somebody just goes to your store, or they're looking for that item and that was not put in front of them as a promotion, right, and they buy that item, you don't get charged that.
No.
So even though you have it out there at whatever percentage you want it at,
they don't get to use it whether or not it's there. They only get to use it if the person actually bought it off of the promoted exposure listing.
Yeah. So if eBay puts that ad in front of you, and you go, because of that, you go to look at that item and you purchase that item because of that ad, then that whatever the percentage of that is what we get the fee for. If you just go and find it on your own and you don't do it by a promoted ad coming to you, and you buy it, well, then we don't get charged that. So that's how that works.
Yes, if you have a decent size, if you are new to eBay and you are trying to build a store and you are wanting to sell items, I absolutely think it's a necessary thing. Um, I just do. So, as you build a store, at this point I've got 1,700 items in my eBay store, and I haven't looked at the exact percentage of promoted listings, but I would say 3 out of 10 items that sell in my store are probably promoted listings. Um,
Sarah says,
it does add up.
Sarah says, I love watching, learning from you both, and appreciate you sharing with everyone. Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, I encourage people to do this. It's not. I don't feel it's a competition or this or that. If you have the ability to earn extra money and this is something that you enjoy doing, or you just want to clean out the crap from your house, this is a good way to do it.
That's the best place to start.
Yes. And whatever you put into it is what you get out of it. So if you only want to work a couple of hours a week on it, that's fine. If you only want to keep 10 or 20 items in your eBay store or even on your eBay personal page.
So yeah, if you're not gonna do it like as a business, I wouldn't recommend doing the store because you get charged. I
Yeah.
think the lowest rate for a store is like $29 a month or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you're just gonna, but it has advantages because you don't pay any insertion fees for listing,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a smaller percentage fee charged to you when items sell. But that's by volume. I mean, it makes up the difference for us. If you're just doing a few things here and a few things there on your own personal page, that's probably the way to go to get started to see if you even like it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a good way to earn extra money, and you don't have to. You're not committed to a lot of time if that's not what you have. Um,
I mean, it does kind of suck when eBay does take a lot of fees.
They do.
And we use the quote unquote free shipping model, which everybody seems to hate, but it just works for us because it's not free. It's already factored in. We look at the prices of things before we list them, and we figure out what the people are selling them for. So if somebody online is selling something for $30 and they're charging $10 in shipping, that's $40. And if we put ours up for $38, so we'll take a little bit less money, but that's $2. So but we get the sale.
If you When I'm doing my listing, I don't walk into it thinking, okay, this person's asking $75, I should be able to ask for $75. That is unrealistic to me. I am looking at the sold comps. I am looking to see what it's sold for and how many are listed and where I need to be to get mine sold. I don't want my merchandise sitting around for a long time. I price it so that it's there. It's people look at it and they think, oh, that's a good price, it's a fair price. And if you even look at my feedback, you'll get a lot of people that will say in their feedback, it was a fair price, shipping was really good. And those are things that kind of have worked to my advantage. I have a lot of, and not just you guys, not just viewers, but I have a lot of, repeat customers that just come back and buy huge quantities of things. Just because it's like they know how it's going to show up to the house. They know it's going to be packed well. Um, those type of things. I can't. I mean, there are ways I could cut corners and make more money and this and that, but as a middle-aged woman, I'm not willing to do that. Like Carl and I were talking about it. I bought a Tory Burch purse for my mom. And it was in Virginia, and it only came from a couple hours away. And it was a present for my mom. Something that she had wanted. The woman put it and I know it was a woman. She put it in a hardcover mailer, like you would put documents in, and she molded it around and taped it up. I was horrified. I was like, this was $100 item. And I was like, she put it in a hardcover mailer and taped it up. So, experiences really drive the way I want to do things. And if I make a little bit less money because I chose to do things um that way, to me that's customer service. I'm a little bit older. I still kind of notice those type of things. Like customer service to me is still important. Retaining business is important, and having people come back and buy more things
Yep.
is kind of the way I like to do things, because that's the way I buy. I mean, when I'm purchasing stuff, I go and pretty much to the same people and buy stuff. It's just
I saw a guy on YouTube bragging about how he saved $1, literally $1, and somebody bought a nice like jacket or something from him, and he rolled it up and stuffed it inside one of those USPS, like, you know, plastic mailer folder type of things. And he's like, yeah, if you can get it to fit in here, it's like $1 cheaper. And he was so proud that he did that. And the only way that somebody was going to get that thing open was to cut it open. So they probably ended up cutting into the jacket that they bought. And I just couldn't watch that guy anymore. He just was just like, I don't know. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I sometimes it's funny when Carl's doing shipping, like he'll say to me, what kind of container do you want? And I looked at him and I go, oh no, that's a $60 shirt. Do not wad that thing up in a bubble mailer.
Not that I would.
But he wouldn't. But I'm just saying,
some
I
items,
know
some
people,
items don't warrant a box. Okay.
Right.
If you buy a little small wallet from me or from Sharon and you paid $12 for it, okay, we're already losing probably $4 to $5 on shipping plus fees plus the cost of the wallet. It's going in a bubble mailer, but it's not going to get damaged because the bubble mailer is going to be, it's going to be protected.
It'll be wrapped in plastic, but I always put them in plastic bags first,
right.
so it'll be in a plastic bag,
insulated
inside a bubble mailer.
So, but if you buy, if you buy a $60 shirt or $100 shirt or a nice pair of shoes or whatever, they're going in a box.
Yeah.
Because a box is our box costs literally I average everything out across the whole year. And I think a box for us is like $1.08 or something like that is what we average out to pay for a box. So it's not worth it. You can get boxes quote unquote free from USPS, but then you have to ship everything priority mail. Yeah. So the cost difference going from ground select to priority mail could be significant. So it's not worth doing. So just do the right thing. Just put it in a box, pack it nicely, and ship it to somebody that is going to appreciate that it got there. Now we have no control over what happens after it leaves our porch, and I haven't yet to have anybody complain that their stuff was destroyed.
What's wrong, sweetie?
Otis is bugging. He might have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So.
Do you need to go potty?
So we're probably going to jump off of here. What time is it? 6:40. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and cut this short. Otis can't take it anymore.
Otis is ready to go to the bathroom.
Lisa said, I've learned a lot watching both your channels. Appreciate it. Thank you. You really do package and ship with care. Yeah, we do. That's one of our things that we pride ourselves on is to, take care of, get it how you would want to get it, So thanks everybody for joining in. Oh, and the poll, should Sharon carry an IKEA bag when she shops? 92% of you say yes, 8% say no. And the other poll question is, will she remember to carry it? And the answer is no. So there you go. Anyways, Sarah says, I love using promotions. It's driving more views, more sales. I also changed promotions to 5%. Mm-hmm. I don't have a store, just a page. Recently retired, and the extra income helps. A store is my goal. Oh, Jerry said it was great seeing you both again. You too, Jerry. Glad to have you back. Thanks again for the coffee, for the buy me a coffee thing. And if you guys are enjoying everything, share the videos. New video coming out tomorrow after midnight tonight. So that's the first of a 2-part video of the shopping that we did over the weekend. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining in.
Good night, everyone.
And Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.